Hi, my name is Andrew Reske, and I'm here today to talk about my marketing plan for Cousin Subs for 2017 and 2018. Just a quick start on my agenda here. I'm going to be starting off with a brief overview of the U.S. fast food industry, moving on to an analysis of the competitors, analysis of Cousins as itself, moving right into a SWOT analysis for them. Then I'm going to talk about the marketing program that I want to introduce, the channels that will be promoted through, the expected budget and profits for the campaign, and the implementation and evaluation at the end. So jumping right into the industry analysis, the U.S. fast food industry generated $227.5 billion in revenue in just 2016 alone. The sandwich segment in this industry accounts for 14% of the revenue, which comes out to about $32 billion, which is a pretty price tag for this industry. Franchising is very popular throughout the industry, and Cousins itself operates mostly through franchises. I want to say that Cousins has around 75 franchises and about 25 corporate locations currently. The industry itself is driven by consumer spending, which says a lot about the working culture in America, where everyone is always on the move. Consumers will be willing to pay for quick service meals because they don't themselves have the time to cook. So having a quick meal is readily available that will take about 3 minutes through a drive-thru is key for them, and Cousins has the ability to provide them with that kind of quick service. Consumer spending is expected to increase along with the growth of the industry in 2017 and 2018. Perfect for my plan right here. One of the major influences in this industry is the ever-changing trends of the consumer, and currently the emerging trend is looking for a health-conscious meal at a reasonable price. This is one area where Cousins can look to grab a more share of wallet in the industry. Some of the key customer demographics for the sandwich segment are mostly millennials and Gen Xers, who will be my target for the campaign itself. So in the sandwich segment, there are three big players. There's Subway, Jimmy John's, and Jersey Mike's. Subway themselves has a 5% market share in the industry for fast food in general. That itself in the sandwich segment is much larger, so they're the biggest player. They have the opportunity to provide their customers with lower prices, greater arrays of products, and so forth. Jimmy John's is mostly known for their delivery. However, they have also been around since 1983, so they have an established market as well. Now, moving even further back, Jersey Mike's, established in 1956, they probably have the opportunity for the largest following, and they are also really known for the quality that they associate with their products as well. Everything in their store is sliced fresh. So everyone in this industry kind of has their own little niche market that they can cater to, and Cousins itself has their own niche market as well. Cousins Subs was established in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in 1972 by Cousins Jim Shepard and Bill Specht. Currently, Cousins is a privately run business, and they have about 104 stores currently in operation. Cousins established reputations for itself for its tasty offering by providing fresh baked bread every day and the highest quality ingredients that they could for their customers. This later shaped their business philosophy that quality has no substitute. Recently, it was announced that franchises will be opening locations in Chicago and Minneapolis for Cousins. Now, just a quick note, Cousins went through a rebrand in 2016, and as you can see, it brought out a new logo as well. Cousins moving away from the better bread, better subs, better day, and just kind of moving into a streamlined look for their restaurants as well. So for the SWOT analysis, Cousins has a lot of strengths. They have a lot of good things going for them. Their product is always made fresh in front of the customer, unless it's called in earlier or ordered online, where then it is still only made a few minutes in advance to preserve the fresh quality of the ingredients and everything as well too. They also have the grilled to order menu, the deli fresh subs, and garden fresh salads. They're positioned as a premium product. Cousins itself bakes their bread twice every day, and they also slice about 80% of their meat and cheese offerings in store, giving them more control over their costs and really being able to deliver a high quality product to their customers, since they're the ones themselves preparing the product in the store. Cousins also offers their customers an optimized web and mobile presence, so however they want to view online, it's going to be a quick page load for them too, and less clicks to find their destination. Cousins also has partnerships with professional sports organizations. They partner with the Green Bay Packers, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Wisconsin Badgers. Also, just this past year, Cousins partnered with the Milwaukee Bucks to block out hunger, and they raised $19,000 for the Hunger Task Force of America. Some of their weaknesses, Cousins is really used to be offered in two states. It was polarized regions. It was in Wisconsin and Arizona. There's about 100 stores up here in Wisconsin, while only about 4 stores in the Phoenix area in Arizona, really leading to a polarized look for the company, not being offered in very many places either. But now they're going to be expanding more into the Midwest, as I just talked about earlier in the Cousins analysis. The register systems are outdated for Cousins. They cannot capture a customer database, and this really is kind of a problem for them because they will not be able to offer personalized messages to each customer, as well as they can't offer a loyalty program with such an outdated system of registers either. There's a high turnover rate in the fast food industry itself, and Cousins is not immune to that either. They have had a problem in the past, at least at the store that I worked at, where people got hired and left within a week, and you just don't want to see that in an industry. You kind of want to separate that from your employees as well. And also for a weakness, the current POS app for Cousins, they do not offer a full POS menu. What I say by this is that you can order one sub in the store, but not find it on the app later on. So this may lead to customers going to Cousins and not being able to order or find the sub that they want to have, giving them kind of a complicated view of the situation itself. Some opportunities that Cousins has to work with is that they have a food truck to expand their operations into the Midwest. There's a growing mobile market and digital advertising space available too, so they could look into getting pay-per-click advertising as well. And they could also look into catering towards consumer habits as well. And what I mean by this is the health-conscious market. Some of the threats that Cousins faces, there's a lot of national competitors in the sandwich industry, and they all have stronger brand names than Cousins. This means that they have stronger resources. They can provide their customers probably with lower prices and other things of that nature as well. It's really easy to enter into the market. It's not that hard to start your own shop and start offering your own sandwich too. And then there's also not just competition between these sandwich brands, there's also competition between every other fast food brand itself and every other fast food segment that's offered. When you're in the fast food industry, you're not just competing for a sandwich customer, you're competing for a customer who may want a burger or a customer who may want a taco as well. So moving on to my campaign that I want to introduce, it's going to be called the Built on Better Submissions, and it's going to be a customer-driven campaign where customers create their own products and then they submit them for other customers to vote on to see which one will actually be offered on the menu in the next quarter as well. The campaign will promote brand engagement between Cousins customers and itself. And there will be limitations on how much product customers will be able to put onto each creation because Cousins is a premium product and they want to be able to offer a visually appealing product as well. 2 winners will be announced through each voting session, and there will be 4 voting sessions throughout the campaign, and I'll go more into depth on that in the implementations. So the 2 winners will be announced through each voting session, and the winners will be added to the next quarter's LTO lineups, along with a total of 8 winners throughout the campaign. The campaign will be based around the mobile application and will hopefully stimulate online sales for most of the stores in operation. And then the crowdsource campaign will help Cousins save valuable research and development dollars and resources like that because customers will be telling you exactly what they want to see on the menus. So for the promotional mediums that I will use, I'm going to be using Facebook, Instagram, radio, and email as mediums. Facebook for itself is going to have its own additional promotion as well, where customers will check into a Cousins location and they will be immediately sent a coupon for a free cookie with purchase of a 7.5-inch sub. The cost for this promotion will be 16 cents per cookie, allowing for 5,000 check-ins throughout the campaign at a cost of $800. The idea behind the Facebook campaign is just to drive customers into the stores so they will be exposed to the in-store signage for the promotions as well for the Built on Better submissions. Instagram will be used to post popular submissions. It's going to be video posts of the sub being created in the corporate location itself, the corporate kitchen. During the Built on Better submission campaign, videos will be shot of the creation process similar to that of Cousins University, where you can really get to see how the sandwich is made, and it brings a more personal feel to it as well. And then the creators of the submissions will be tagged with their Instagram accounts if they have one. If not, they'll just be mentioned in the post as well. Radio will provide a crucial exposure for the campaign where social media cannot, when the average worker in America is driving to and from their day job. The stations that I want to utilize for the campaign will be 88.9 WYNS, 97.3 WQBW, 1021 WLUM, 1029 WHQG, 620 WTMJ, 1130 WISN, and 1250 WSSP. These stations will provide a wide coverage of music, sports, news, and talk radio to reach a broader market segment in general, just to add more exposure to the campaign. An email will be used as the Fresh Baked newsletter. There will be a little snippet and everything part of that will be sent out on every Tuesday promoting the campaign as well. An email will mostly be used as a driver for app downloads for the campaign itself. For my budget, here it is on the screen. As you can see, it's coming in at $9,000, $750, with the bulk of it be coming from the web and app development costs. This is mostly because the mobile ordering app will need to be kind of recreated in a way for your customers to be able to submit for the campaign, as well as update the entire app itself to contain the entire POS menu so customers can get the same sandwich that they want to get in the store on their phone as well. For the profits, the expected selling price for the winning submissions will be similar to LTO pricing at $6.99. It's kind of hard to come up with an exact cost for a product where we don't really know what it is yet. So we're expecting the cost to come in at about $3.50 and $4.15. So somewhere in that area is where we're expecting the cost to be. And that's just from the raw product cost itself. It's not including the labor or operating cost inside of that either. So the contribution margin per sandwich will be around $3.16, but like I said, it's not factoring in any of the labor or operating costs. After those are factored in, the profit expected per sub should be about $1.50, and we're expecting to sell about 10,000 units throughout the entire campaign. Now, the goal for this is for each store to hit 10 subs per day per store, which will factor into the 10,000 total sales, bringing a projected revenue of $15,000 with an expected ROI of 65%. Now for implementation and evaluation, for here on the screen I have the voting periods for each of the Built on Better submissions. The schedule for each voting period is listed here, and each voting round will last for 8 weeks, and the winners will be announced the following Friday in week 9. The winning subs will be introduced to the next quarter's LTO lineup, and metrics for each promotional medium will be reviewed on a weekly and quarterly basis. The weekly evaluations will judge the effectiveness of the campaign, and the quarterly evaluations will be much more in-depth, looking at the digital analytics for each product and ingredient to find out which ones are the most popular, to therefore further target promotional messages in the future. The most popular products that will be determined through the clicks will be featured through each of these promotional messages in the future as well. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you for your time. Have a better day.